All right, 20 years of cooking, 10 years of Mantry. Here are 5 items that will make you a better cook. Number 1, shout out Field Supply. They make great cast iron products. So this is like kind of a newer take on Lodge, but specifically they have a Dutch oven. Cast iron Dutch oven. It's amazing for slow cooking, for braising short ribs, for braising any meats. You know, if you make a big pot of chili, you can keep it in this Dutch oven and it will keep the chili or whatever soup you have warm. It's a great conductor of heat. So if you have people over for the game, you can leave that on the stove. It's gonna stay warm and it's gonna cook really evenly and beautifully. So they're a great product. They also do sort of your classic cast iron camping pans. Next one, Made In. They're coming out like all clad. Sort of was the industry standard for many years with these stainless steel pans and cookware sets. And Made In has a really great version of this, and it's totally worth checking out. They sell a master set. The one thing I will say is I don't always recommend like a full pasta pot. You might as well just buy that in Chinatown if all you're gonna do is boil water in it. Like having a truly heavy bottomed pasta pot doesn't really make sense. But if you're gonna use that for making certain soups and stuff like that, then having that thick, heavy bottom is nice, because if you're searing off garlic or onions, having a thicker, heavy bottom will keep that from burning. But if all you're gonna do is boil water in it, just get the cheapest pot available. So Made In has some great products that way. They also have a Saucier, which is a really cool pan that not a lot of people know about. It's kind of like this thick and has rounded edges, but it's amazing for pasta because you can throw pasta in a little bit of sauce and you can toss it, but the ridges are high enough that the ingredients are gonna fold over. So it's a really, really functional pan, and I would recommend checking that out. The Saucier, just have a look at it. Image-wise, you'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you see it. And that's from Made In. The next company I wanted to give a shout out to, Lamson. They make great knives since 18 something. I think Brad Leone, who's like a guy from Bon Appetit, did a collaboration with them. But they just make great knives and they make great kitchen utensils. They have these big cleaver type things. They have chef's knives. They have an amazing hamburger flipper. Like it's like a big flat spatula. That's a really great product. They have a fish spatula, which if you want to talk about really becoming a better cook, sometimes this is an example of a tool that will make a huge difference in your life because it's really, really thin and you can get under fish fillets, scallops without ripping off the bottom, that nice seared part that creates the Maillard reaction, which is where the caramelization of the scallop or the fish occurs. With a fish spatula, you can get underneath it and lift it so you don't leave any of that brown on your pan, on your Made In pan or your Field Supply pan. So check out the fish spatula from Lamson. Also just check out their knives. All the links are going to be below. Next one, and I wanted to mention too from them, bench scraper is a really easy tool and it's great for beginner cooks because what a bench scraper is it looks like a flour scraper. But if you chop herbs or vegetables or anything, it's an easy way to transfer things into a bowl, right? It's also an easy way to clean up your workstation. If you are rolling out pasta dough or flour or working with anything that's dirty, you can easily scrape down your station, and cooks use it all the time. Every cook has a scraper at their station. It's a great way to stay organized and transfer anything that's chopped, again, getting under it and being able to move things into a bowl. So bench scraper is a great product from them. The next one is, I think this is a no-brainer. You probably heard of it, Uni. I wanted the Hey Uni pizza ovens when they first came out. It is such an amazing product and it's so fun. You can basically make wood-fire pizza in your backyard. Specifically, the thing that is gonna help you to cook better using an Uni is if you try to make pizza in an oven, temperature control is really difficult. Good pizza usually happens, especially Neapolitan style, happens at high temperatures. And so Uni's gonna get you that high temperature, right? It's like a really small tabletop oven, you slide your pizza in. And I went over to my in-laws and they had an Uni, and we just sort of sat there and made pizzas, and everyone sort of got to put their toppings on, throw their pizza in, cook it themselves. It's super fun and it's interactive and it's an awesome product. So check out Uni. And then the last one I just want to give a shout out to, because cooking better sometimes comes down to just the spices you use. Diaspora is a awesome spice company that focuses mostly on Indian spices, direct, single origin. But I wanted to say something about spices. Like, people forget that if you have a regular piece of chicken or a piece of chicken breast or whatever, if you season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper and grill it, a little bit of olive oil, it's gonna be tasty enough. If you get one quality spice rub or even one quality spice and mix it in with your salt and your seasoning of the chicken, it will transform how the end result is. And you will literally, if you have a great signature rub or something from Diaspora or Spice Tribe or one of these other companies, if you grill a piece of chicken, you will have people that will be like, what did you put on this? You know, what is your recipe? And that's the beauty about spices. It's no effort. It's literally take a pinch in your hand, toss it in with some olive oil, coat whatever ingredient, chicken breast, asparagus, roast vegetables, you know what I mean? You can grill off pieces of cheese, halloumi cheese that's coated in spices. But a great spice rub is one of the fastest ways that you can improve your cooking, and it takes no effort. You just dust some on. So that's 5 things. All the links are in the description below. I want you to just sort of zoom around the websites, have a look. But these are all great companies, and they're ones that I recommend. And I hope you find something that will improve your cooking in there. Thank you.